Hey, hey, hey! So you've got stubborn kids. Well, I've got the solution, and I'm going to teach you guys today how to become a stubborn child whisperer. So take it from me, a stubborn redhead that knows all about just being stubborn and living up to that whole expectation that redheads are stubborn, right? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you guys today. If you have a stubborn kid, hey, Luis, good to see you. If you have a stubborn kid, I've got a solution for you, and I'm going to teach you how to actually become a stubborn child whisperer. This is some of the stuff that I've learned over the years with working with kids, and can't wait to get this across to you guys as well, okay? So let's get started. First off, my name is Jennifer Waters. I'm Executive Director at Seigler's Karate Center in Augusta, Georgia. I help moms and dads just like you be able to harness the power of martial arts to totally change their kids' lives. And today, I'm going to give you 3 of my tips. You're going to want to hang around. 3 of my hacks that I use to help kids that are stubborn and help their parents. Claudio, what's happening, man? Thanks for shouting out. Those of you, I'm getting a lot of people jumping on live. So those of you who are jumping on live, Maggie, you're jumping on. Thanks for saying hi. Scott's here. Donald's here. Luis. Hey, as you guys jump on, just give me a hashtag live. I want to make sure I go back. I recognize everybody who's on here live. And then those of you who are watching this on replay, hashtag replay for me. And Angela's joining on Instagram. What's up, ma'am? I got lots of different platforms. Hashtag live if you're here live. Hashtag replay if you're catching on the replay. And there's more. Before we move on, guys, in all seriousness, I didn't want to let you know, if you are catching this on replay, there's a button right below, send message. If you have a stubborn kid and you want to just chat about that and some things that you could do and how we could help, go ahead and smash that button. Let's connect. That connects to me or a member of my team. So I want to make sure that we talk about that, and I want to make sure that I can help you. So let's get going. Here's what we do. When we work with our students, one of the things that we do is we will actually work with them on listening and doing what we call the one rule. This means that students learn the definition of being anti-stubborn at Seigler's Karate Center. Pretty powerful, right? And so basically one of the things that we try to work with parents and students on right away is learning how to harness the power of the one rule. Now in the martial arts class, our expectation is that when they're out on the mat, one of the things that they'll learn is they'll learn that when the instructor says to do something, it shouldn't take 5 times, it shouldn't take 4 times, it should take 1 time that the instructor says to do something and it gets done. Make sense? Scott, what's happening? Megan, hey girl. Crystal, you're joining us live. Thanks for jumping on, guys. Don't forget, give me a shout out while you're on here. Let me know that you're here. And if I connect with you at any of these points, I need some hearts, I need some likes as I connect with you guys, okay? So here's my 3 hacks that will help with your stubborn child at home. And you can tie this into what we do at martial arts. If you're already a student and you're using this at home, I need you to let me know in the comments. These are 3 things that we work with parents on, and it works really well. I do this with my son Beckett. He's only 4. He's a little bit stubborn, and it works really, really well. 1, I want you to set expectations. It might seem like you do that already, but I want you to be so intentional about setting expectations. Now, not expectations for behavior, like expectations on what you're doing next, on where you're going, on how you want them to behave. Those are things that are going to help your child and is going to help them understand what's expected of them. Miss Isabel, what's happening? AJ, hey man, good to see you. So as you're working with your child, set the expectation for what you want them to do. So for instance, if it's a fight at breakfast time, you're going to tell your child before you go to the dinner table, the kitchen table, whatever, hey, so I just want to let you know, I want you to go ahead and you're going to finish all of your food on your plate this morning before you can get up and go play with your toys, right? Or you're going to say, okay, before we go home tonight, I want you to understand you got to get your homework done before you can watch any TV. So you're in the car, you're setting the expectation. That's number 1. Number two, let your child know when expectations are changing. Things change, things happen fast, and a lot of times our kids are the last ones understanding and knowing what's happening in that moment. The problem with that is that we go, well, they're just kids, they'll just get over it. And the real issue with that is they won't just get over it. A lot of times that's when you're going to have those battles, especially with stubborn kids. Have you ever heard the phrase, well, I thought we were doing this, right? Have you heard that before? If you have, let me know in the comments. And when you can eliminate that, that expectation changing and that whole factor there, it's going to help your kids. So what you're going to say is you're going to say, hey, I just want to let you know before we go home and have dinner, I have to stop at the pharmacy. So we're going to get out, we're going to go get the stuff in the pharmacy, and then we're going to go ahead and go home, and you're going to eat your dinner, then you're going to do your homework. That seems like a little thing, but it's not. It really, really works. So that's my second hack. The third hack that I have is your kid is strong, but you're stronger, okay? You got to believe in yourself and stick to your rules. Here's what happens. Your child will keep wearing away at you, wanting you to break down those rules. They're searching for any kind of weakness. They're searching for any kind of opening, all right? What I want you to do is I want you to be strong and stick to your guns, stick to your rules. Set the expectations, reset the expectations if you need to, but do not cave at all. Once you start caving, what's going to happen is you're going to see piranha syndrome. Piranha syndrome is this. Your kid is going to see that you're breaking, and it's going to be like piranhas in the Amazon when they circle, and they're just, it's like they smelled blood in the water, and so they're just feeding, right? Hey, Arsena, good to have you. Thanks for joining us. Good morning. So I want you to make sure that you don't end up with piranha syndrome. And here's the biggest mistake that I see parents making. People are at their wit's end, right? And then they don't seek out help. So I have this theory, and you guys stick with me on this. There's this old school theory out there that if you're a good parent, you don't need help because you're a good parent. You have everything at your disposal. You can parent your child. You can get them, clothed. You can get them to school. You can get them from school to their activities. Like, you don't need help. And if you do have help, well, then that means you're less of a good parent. No! That is exactly the opposite, okay? The opposite of truth. The truth is if you're a really good parent, you should recognize that a team of one is awful. A team of two is good. You got two parents in the family, that's good. But a team is never usually just two people. A team is a group of people working together for a common cause. We need to be on your team. You want us to be on your team because we can help you instill the one rule. We can help you work with your stubborn child. Those of you who are parents, you've seen that happen to your kids at SKC, comment so that other parents will be able to see exactly what I'm talking about. All right? Now, before we wrap up, though, if you're an action-taking parent and you're really serious about investing in your kiddo, I want you to smash that send message button. Let's start a conversation and let me help, okay? You're on Instagram, swipe up, DM me. Let me help. This will be very, very good for your kid. But fair warning, you've got to be willing to invest time. If you're not willing to invest time and you're not willing to work with your child and you just want, just a quick fix, like snap my fingers and your kid is not stubborn anymore, then my program's not for you because that's not what we do. What we do is we work with your child and we will help you just whisper away their stubbornness, and we'll be part of that equation. I hope this was helpful. If it was, guys, please drop a comment below. And those of you who aren't students yet, now's the time. Smash that send message button right now. If you made it to the end of this video, do two things for me. If you haven't commented yet, hashtag live or hashtag replay, do that. And if you made it to the end, congratulations. You are smarter and more awesome because you're part of Team Finisher. So comment Team Finisher. I'll catch you guys later. Have a wonderful day.